Hello, welcome back. Men avoid marriage today for these reasons, or real reasons why men no longer want to get married. Are you surprised? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. The sharing is welcome. Your comments are welcome. Real reasons why men no longer want to get married. Are you surprised? It's happening, and of course it's all over, and of course it's right beside you, or it's happening in your environment. On social media, you see people talking about I no longer want to get married, or you see a young man out there sometimes with good jobs, they tell you I don't want to remarry, and I think I am okay with the kids I have. Maybe if along the line, maybe somebody or he went into a relationship, a guy goes into a relationship and of course have a child outside wedlock, and of course, and you see that he no longer wants to remarry. He doesn't want to keep a wife in the house. They have their fears. They truly have their fears, and of course you can't blame them. And these few reasons I'm going to give you, they are part of their fears why they no longer want to get married these days. Number one, when the woman looks like she owns it all, she has it all. You know, sometimes, like my grandma used to tell me, please, someone understand me on this video very well. She tells me, see, when you look too expensive, and especially you are in a clique, you're growing up with young men, you're in the secondary school with young men, you're growing with them, and when you look too big, you look too expensive, it scares these guys because sometimes it happen like, okay, fine, the woman, you are always naturally, you grow bigger and you get bigger, and of course the big men out there, they look back to pick you as a wife or to pick you as a partner. So your peers where you're growing with, and of course it gets them scared, especially when you look too big. That does not mean you should look low because you want a husband or a partner. That's not what I'm saying. Someone gets to understand what I'm saying. In a relationship, sometimes when you're too wealthy or you are well schooled, you're from a big family, and of course the guy that is sitting beside you in the secondary school, primary school, and even in the university level, and of course this guy is already seeing that you're big, you're talking with bigger people, it gets them scared, especially when you're graduated and you have a job in your hand, or sometime in the society today you have a job as a lady waiting for you, and of course it gets them scared. And of course sometimes when somebody they meet, and of course this is their first love, and they really want you and it didn't happen, they feel this person understands me better, and if it did not work with this person, it might not work with the next person. So sometimes this is one of the reasons why the guys no longer want to get married. It is either they have had a child, and reading on the social media, seeing their environment, see that when a woman, the next woman comes to the house, of course she has her interest to protect, she has her own kids, and of course they don't want the other innocent child to be treated poorly, and of course they want to stay as a father and have their whole time with these children or with the child that is come to the house first. My next point is when the man does not have enough education like the woman. When the man does not have enough education, it makes them feel low, or it makes them not feeling like they are not good enough for the woman. And of course, if their choice is to marry someone that is well educated, and of course in life it is not coming, sometimes men can do things. They will tell you, see, I would rather wait than go for anything anywhere, and of course they will stay and wait, and of course it keeps staying, they keep staying, and of course the time keeps going as time wastes for no one. And of course you see these guys, they're still waiting. The woman who is already made, of course, will scare the man. Of course I have mentioned that the woman who is already made will definitely scare the man and make the man to feel, if I marry this girl, will I have my peace in the house? If I marry this lady, will I have a say in the house? Will I have a stay in the house? The perception of not having enough, the woman will not stay. If you're having that mindset, if the man is having that mindset of he is not having enough, and of course as I'm not having enough, and the way this woman is looking, if I bring her to my house and I'm not having enough to offer, this woman might not want to stay, and of course it will give me heartache. And instead of having heartache, sometime in this relationship I will have to stay and wait until I'm ready. And of course sometimes your time of readiness is not the other person's time of readiness, and it might not come so soon. And of course it's one of the things that keeps the men waiting. Fear of potential divorce. You see, when the man sees that, see, I am not having enough and this lady is accepting me now. And of course, if it continues like this, she's accepting me because she has to offer. And of course, at some point in life, it happens. The woman will expect me to do something. And what if it does not come? What if the job does not come? What if the business is not standing well for me to be able to take care of this woman and the children? What if she decides to divorce me? And I don't want a divorce either in the society. I don't want to be part of it. So sometimes when they are scared and of course they are thinking of what happened next. Of course, you see the men waiting and of course they are still waiting and of course only God knows when this whole thing will happen. It's one of the points or one of the things that keeps the man not wanting to get married in our days today. So of course we will not blame them so much because it happens. Unwillingness to make sacrifices. Sometimes when there are some men out there that say it's not like they don't have. They don't want to make sacrifices. And even if they have, some men don't want to make sacrifices. It's part of the things that does not want the man to get married today. See, I've had seminars where I was invited and of course I got talking with women. They tell me, this man waits for my salary. He has his own salary. And when his salary comes, of course he spends it. He does not tell me when his salary comes. And of course, when his salary comes before mine. And of course, when my salary comes, he expects me to bring everything and hand it over to him. They are scared of making sacrifices. And that is one of the things, especially with our women these days, that of course, they know where they are coming from. And of course, they want to do it the way is right and of course it's best for them. And of course men are scared. They don't want to make sacrifices and they don't want a woman that will stand and oppose them or look like, okay, I don't want to give you this, I don't want to give you this. And of course it's part of the things that keep the men and of course they don't want to get married. Not knowing how to approach a lady. See, it happens. I tell people, see, sometimes you have to help the man to talk to you. It is not every man that knows how to tell somebody, would you marry me? I want a relationship with you. Can we have something doing? Can we hang out? It is not every man that knows how to do it outrightly. Some, you have to help them. Like if you watch some of my videos, how to make the man love you. I have videos and all that. And I have videos on this channel that can help you, of course, walk into a guy's life. So if they don't know how to approach a lady, they will stay. And of course, sometimes they will even walk around you. And the only thing you see them doing, they'll be smiling at you, working for you and doing everything. So if you expect them to tell you the other way, they won't tell you and they will walk until they walk out and someone walks in and picks you. And of course, they start regretting, but I've been there. You didn't tell me. Didn't you understand? And of course, it happens. So this is one of the things that keeps the man. The feeling of not being able to please the woman. If the man feels, I will not be able to please the woman, I think it goes back to one of the points I mentioned above, that I see. If the job I'm expecting does not come, what happens? I won't be able to please this woman. And of course, this woman is made already. The days she does not have, will I have enough to be able to please her? Will I have enough to be able to keep her as a woman? Keep her shining, keep her happy? If the man is thinking this way, of course, you will know that he will not want to make any move. These are part of the things that keeps the men these days. And of course, sisters, if you have any way, and if you have, there's any way you can help your man, to help the men you have noticed around you. Your husband might be hovering around you, but because he's having all this, if there's any way you can help him, and of course you do your thing and you enjoy it, I will encourage you, go for it. And of course, thanks for stopping by. If this content is good for you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. The sharing is welcome. Your comments are welcome. God bless you. Thanks for stopping by. And I remain your end, Moses. Just know that from here is love. Bye-bye.